There are 5 words that are holding you back from more success, more money, and more of everything in life, including more time with your family. And those 5 words are I will do it myself. Oh, that is killing you. It is short-term gain for long-term pain. We want to switch that around. I want to switch your mindset. And even if you're only doing $100K per year right now, or if you're doing $10 million a year right now, we are going to get you shifted into a CEO mindset. I'm going to teach you the 3 meetings that you must have in your business that will explode it for growth, okay? It's what took me from being a broke, struggling, introverted, socially anxious, binge-drinking personal trainer into an entrepreneur who has built multiple 7-figure businesses and scaling to 8 this year. I can't wait to show you in this video. All right, it's time to play a different game. Not the one of short-term gain for long-term pain, but instead switching it around. That long-term outlook is so key. If you're just thinking month by month, you gotta switch that up. We gotta start looking out, as I coach my clients, we start with 10-year vision, 5 years, 1-year business plan, very specific and detailed. Then we get down to the 90 days. And in that 90 days, we build out a 30-day fast start guide, and we show them exactly what needs to happen in the next 24 hours to build the momentum and motivation to get going in those fast victories that keep you engaged. Now, how the heck do you do all of that? Well, you don't. You don't do it all yourself. Instead, it is time to stop the doing and start the delegating. This includes becoming better at hiring, better at recruiting, better at leading, at coaching, at managing. And I'm going to teach you the 3 meetings here today that will help you grow your business. And again, it doesn't matter if you're a gym that's doing about $100K per year in income and about $250K in revenue, or if you're an e-com company that's doing $10,000 a day and wants to scale. I had one client, his name was Peter Kell. He came to me and I showed him the War Room meeting, which is the 3rd meeting that I'm going to teach you. And almost overnight, his company increased their profits $5,000 a day because of this meeting. It's all about alignment. It's all about making sure that the communication is strong. And so we'll get to that meeting in a moment, but I guarantee you through every one of these sessions, I'm going to show you success story and case study after case study where we simply got the entrepreneur to be better at leading and coaching, and the game changed for them. All right, so meeting number 1. I get super excited about this. I actually look forward to this meeting every single week. In fact, I look forward to all of my meetings every single week. Meetings don't suck. It's bad meetings suck. But good meetings and great meetings can grow a great company to incredible levels. And this first meeting that I want to share with you is called the Weekly Alignment Meeting. In the Weekly Alignment Meeting, you have your top people there. We have 8 people in our weekly alignment meeting, including our head of customer service, our head of tech, our head of marketing, our head of copywriting, my executive assistant, myself, our head of social media. Everybody's there because we want to get all of those departments aligned with one another. In my gyms that I co-own with my business partners, we have all the trainers there with the owner of the gym, the leader of the gym, the manager of the gym. We have the salesperson there. All the people that need to be there to be aligned on the same team. So what we do is we come in and we start off in a very powerful way. And I call this first part sharing the vision and mission. And you as the owner must start this. Now you don't have to lead the entire meeting. In fact, what we do with our team is we rotate through so that every single department head gets to lead the meeting. It improves their leadership, their communication. It gets them an opportunity to shine and be recognized by their peers. It's powerful. Plus, it's less work for you, all right, when other people are leading the meetings, when they're following a great script, of course. And our script starts with sharing the vision and mission. So this is something that is on you. And so the leader of the meeting, let's say the leader of the meeting today is Anne, who leads your marketing. And she says, okay, Mary or Bob or whatever your name is, we'd love to hear examples of our business achieving its vision and mission. And so I share with our team that our vision is to help small business owners like you to live the perfect life. And that means to make more money and have more time with their families. And our mission is to help 100,000 entrepreneurs every year to double their income and work 10 hours less per week. And here's a great example from this week. One of our clients sent in this email, Boris Enzel from France, who runs a supplement company, an actual client of mine. He said that we've had the greatest launch in our entire business. Our one email generated more in this launch than a previous launch in 5 days. This is the greatest news, Craig. Thank you for helping us with the War Room meeting and the weekly alignment meeting. Great, awesome. Or this client, Chris Barth, one of our huge success stories in these crazy times. He's had growth in his gym despite 8 other gyms closing around him. And he wanted to say thank you for Coach Craig and Coach Daniel, who's one of our assistant coaches, for helping him. So we share a couple of those at the start just to show the team, like the marketing team, they don't see the customer replies. They only know about the stuff they put out there. So we want to show them that, yes, we are achieving our goals. We're making an impact. And remember that people want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. That's why you need to have that vision and mission in there. And when you share that weekly, not only does it inspire them, but it also shows them what your business is about. Be honest here. If I went into your business and I asked every single person in your business, what does this company stand for? What's the purpose of this business? Why did Joe, Mary, Sally, John, whoever the owner of this business, why did they start this business? And if you're not sharing your vision and mission of making an impact, you might have people in your business who say, oh, they just started it because they want to get rich. They want to get rich. Well, that's not why I started this business of being a financial advisor. I started it because I heard this story from one of our clients. This financial advisor lost his father at a young age, and his family really suffered because the family did not properly have their financial planning in place. And so this young child decided that they were going to grow up and become a financial advisor and help families. Now, if that was your vision, as it was for this gentleman, Scott, who's one of our clients, and if he didn't tell his administrative assistant, his video team, his marketing team, if he didn't share that vision, and they think, oh, he just wants to be one of those wealthy financial guys, do you think that if they had that attitude, they would work as well or as hard for Scott and his team compared to if they knew that his vision was to make sure that families never suffered like his did? No, if they knew the vision and the story, I get goosebumps telling that. If they knew, if the entire team knew that real powerful vision and mission, they're going to work harder, better, smarter, longer than the team members who think you're just doing it for money. So that's why we start with that. Then we go into my favorite part, which is team celebrations. So we just added this recently, and all the team members come in and they celebrate at least one other person on the team because of help that they received. So in my business, Linda's my executive assistant. She's going to come in almost every week. She says, in addition to celebrating other team members, she almost always shares, Mark, I want to thank you. You're a tech wizard. You helped me out so much. You're awesome. And it's great. We go around the room, and when it comes to my turn, I share a celebration about every team member that's in the meeting, plus many more that are not in the meeting, because people love personal recognition. And it's another thing that will keep them engaged in your business. Then we move on to individual personal victories. And it doesn't have to be about work. But we go to Linda. What was a personal victory from last week? Oh, I heard from my son, Aiden, who's off in Germany. He's playing hockey over there. This is a true story. And he scored 3 goals, and he might be moved up to the league above him, and he's having a great time. It had nothing to do with work. But everybody on the team now knows that Linda loves that. She loves her son. Her son is over there. So now when we have chats with her, we can start the chat. Hey, how's Aiden? How's he doing over there? And then when you know people on your team better that way and you can have rapport with them, doesn't it make working with them so much more effective? Of course it does. So we start off with the personal victories after the team celebrations and after I've shared the vision. Now we move into what did I want to accomplish last week that I didn't get done and why? So we go through and it's like, Mark might say, I didn't get this new website developed because we're waiting on this from somebody else. And then, somebody else on the team might say, oh, well, I can help you get that done faster. Just send me an email after this. Great, okay. And so everybody who struggled to get something done last week gets help from the team. And we go around the room and we share what didn't get done from our weekly to-dos. After that, then we move on to, here's my goals for the week. And Linda might say that this week I want to get all the T-shirt gifts shipped out to new clients. Ksenia, who's our customer service head, might say we want to get the 5,000 books that we just ordered to our delivery company so that they can start shipping them out. We want to make sure that that goes smoothly. And so they'll just list 3 or 4 things each that they want to get done this week. And whoever is leading the meeting will say, is there anything that we can do to help you with that? Is there any obstacle in the way? Everyone will go around the room, get asked that so that they feel, first, like everybody knows what they're doing, so we're all in alignment. Second, that they've gotten all the help that they need. And third, that they don't have big obstacles in the way, so they're not really intimidated by the week and they're actually looking forward to it. And just as a side note, we do this meeting on Mondays at 2:30 in the afternoon for most of our team members. We're all over in different time zones, but it's 2:30 for people in the Eastern time zone. And we do it after a busy Monday morning. Then on Monday afternoon, we're aligned for the week, and it's just been an absolute game changer. Now, after we've done that, we have open discussion. So anybody can bring in a discussion topic, whether it's around vacation, I'm gonna be off this week, or what are we doing for July 4th? Are we taking it off as a company? It's on a Wednesday. Are we taking Monday and Tuesday off? Are we taking Thursday and Friday off? What are we doing? So they can bring discussion points like that, or they can then bring discussion points like, hey, I noticed that we're no longer working with this printing company. Did something go wrong? Did we find somebody else better? What happened? And it's just open discussion. Ask me anything. And oftentimes I bring a lot of discussion points like, hey, we got a new course. I want to share the information on it. Here's what to expect. Who does what by when? That sort of stuff. And everybody on our team, they get access to our revenue. They get access to our expenses. They know how the business is doing. We have nothing to hide. And it just makes it so much better for every team member. They're more dedicated. Again, they work smarter, harder, longer, and better as a team. Then we wrap up the meeting with a ranking. So we rate the meeting. And if you don't rate it really high, you have to say why. I give it a 7 out of 10, and it was a 7 out of 10 because I thought, the marketing team could have shared more information about the new promotion that's coming up. They could have been better prepared. Okay, great, that's fair. That's fair. And we say it in a way that's positive. So it's like, hey, you know what? You're right. We'll come back, or maybe we'll shoot a short video, or we'll be better prepared next week, or whatever it is. And again, we rotate the leader so that everybody gets a chance. Everybody gets a chance to be really, really powerful in their communication and get that feedback. So that is the most important meeting to align your team. The second type of meeting we do is called goal set and review. And these are one-on-one meetings that are like a mini version of the weekly alignment, but obviously they're with one person. And you'll do this with whoever you think needs to have this meeting. And the purpose of this meeting is to coach them up, right? The way that you look at yourself as an entrepreneur needs to change from the I'll do it myself person to the I'm going to hire great people and I'm going to coach them to perform at their best. You want to give them an environment in which they can flourish. And you don't want to tell them what to do. Steve Jobs had a great line when he was alive. He said, we don't hire great people to tell them what to do. We hire great people so they tell us what to do. Fascinating, fascinating. And so in the one-on-ones, we have a course on this. It takes like 20 minutes to do a full deep dive into how to do the one-on-one meetings, and we have some worksheets that go with it. But just understand that you want to be the coach of the team, and each of your team members comes in, and you want to lift them up to the best level. You either help them with training, you help them overcome obstacles, and you also make sure that their personal life is going great, because there's a lot of stuff at home. Like we had a team member who had a baby, right? And obviously she's not sleeping very well. And so there was some struggle there, and we wanted to help her through it and support her. But if we didn't ask the personal questions, if we didn't get to know her well, if we didn't care, that never would have come up, and there would have been a lot of frustration. So the one-on-one meetings are done earlier on the Monday before the weekly alignment meeting, and then everybody's on the same page, and we're off to do our best. So understand that you as the entrepreneur, the CEO, you're like, remember the Chicago Bulls back in the 90s? Phil Jackson was the coach. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, the whole team. It didn't matter if Phil Jackson walked onto the court at any time in the game with the basketball and shot a basket. That didn't count in the game. As the coach, you can't score the points. It doesn't matter. Instead, what you need to do is you need to go and find Michael Jordans and I don't know if you want to find Dennis Rodman, but you want to find a Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. You want to make them all come together, and then you want to give them the opportunity for them to be the best of the best, to have MVP years every year. That's your job. Not the doing, but the delegating, coaching, leading, hiring, recruiting. And when you understand that, your mind shifts. Wait a minute. I'm not on the court. I'm more like the chess master moving the chess pieces around. I'm not the pawn in one of the pieces. That's going to shift your mindset. And that's how you grow exponentially, because you can't grow exponentially doing it all yourself. And then finally, a very complex meeting we have is called War Room Meeting. And this is a daily marketing meeting that was influenced by advertising.com. They did this meeting every single day. My mentor and business partner, Matt Smith, said, I love this meeting. We're going to implement in our business. And it's allowed us to make millions of dollars per year because every single day we come in with new marketing ideas. We take a look at the numbers and performance of yesterday's ideas. We decide whether to keep them or cut them. Then we implement new ideas and we take big swings, wild ideas, changing big parts of the sales funnel, testing them, getting numbers to see if we can make massive improvements. And sometimes it's small incremental change, obviously that compounds over time to great results, or sometimes it's a huge change that just gives you, boom, exponential results really quickly. And if you're doing that, we meet every single day and do that meeting. If you do that and going through the iteration loop faster and faster and faster, you're going to get better results. And you'll notice the rhythm of these meetings, weekly and daily. Because if you did these meetings quarterly or even monthly, obviously the feedback loop is going to be longer and you're not going to be able to make as many changes and make improvements. It's like if you're playing golf, right? You play golf, you get golf lessons once per year. How's your game going to be? It's not going to improve. But if you got golf lessons every week, or if your child needs math homework and math help and a math tutor, they don't come once a year. They come every week. You don't go to piano lessons once a decade. You go every week. And so it's that constant feedback, iteration loop, like building out a software. The more data, the more testing, the more results you will get. So when you have that meeting rhythms, we call it the management rhythms blueprint. When you have that in place and the delegation and not the doing, that's how you build not just $1 million business, but a 10 million, 50, $100 million business. So if you want that, start implementing. If you need help with it, send me a message on Instagram at @RealCraigBallantyne. I love this stuff. I love helping my clients just add more profit to their business so fast by fixing their meetings, because you probably don't have anything in place right now and you need to change that fast. So send me a message on Instagram, drop me a comment below, subscribe to our channel. We're gonna go deep dive in sales, marketing, and productivity here on the channel. Share this with a friend. And if you need to work with me one-on-one, go to CraigBallantyne.com/apply. Can't wait to see you on a call or at a meeting or a mastermind and helping you grow your business soon.